Silver Ridge for no particular reason. Just thought, well,
Tracks are my go-to source for insight into
excuse
animals
me.
in the reserve. Species, number, mood. You can learn a lot about them before you've ever spotted anything.
Okay. Hopefully we don't get any more of that on any new maps. But yeah, I got a busy day today. I wasn't really sure, honestly, if I was going to get any time to do any hunting. So I thought I'd sneak in here, have a look at my map. I'm also curious to see how the old pressure's going. Where I can actually hunt here. It looks like everything's in pretty good shape. Just because I've been thinking about coming up to Silver Ridge and doing a little hunting. Mountain goat hunt in particular. I might even go up there if I can remember where these guys are. Oh, great. But I figured, I like to do some rumors and gossip sometimes. Here they are. Both of these. Yeah. And since they're talking about well, the bug fixes and what's coming up in the next month. I talked about it a little bit in my last one. Seems like some of it's already been a little bit confirmed, but looks like they're going to fix the rain in Mississippi, which if you saw my Mississippi series, which there's a good chance you didn't, but who knows, then you'll note that I made quite a few complaints about the rain. I figured I wasn't the only one, and so since they're fixing it, I definitely wasn't. And if you haven't played the map yet, if you haven't gotten a DLC, or if you haven't played it that much, it pretty much rains 24/7 there. And it just makes the hunting experience kind of miserable, and I think depressing. So I straight up mentioned in one of my videos, I was like, actual rain makes actual people depressed. So constant rain, right, in your video game, especially if it's raining outside and you decided to play a video game inside. Well, it wasn't the best choice. So beyond the rain, we'll talk about the gun, the Hornet, the 22 Hornet. Now, again, I've heard, that's why I'm going with the rumors and gossip, okay? I've heard that, I don't even know what time they do their thing. Doesn't give me too long, does it? But sorry, he's just doing multiple things. Told you it was a busy day. They're doing going to change the noise, which is good because it sounded weird to me. I thought it sounded like the 243, but I guess it's been making the noise of the 270. I wonder if it's 839 or is it not 930? Come on. But the gun's too loud. They're going to make it sound like an actual 22. And then I also heard that they're actually going to buff the rifle and give it a bit more power. If so, that'll be great. I might actually use it on some maps. We'll see. But I was not a fan. Just didn't do the job. So not after you've been shooting that 22 long rifle. And I did. That was the funny thing. The 22 long rifle has a 22 sound. Path, right? It's not that loud. And, but if I shoot something at 330 yards, a bird in particular, it's going to die. Or a rabbit. But I've mentioned and complained about repeatedly. I shot a turkey at 330 yards and it didn't die. So at that point, I've been trying to be on board with the gun, but at that point, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I was like, no. It just, And I even pontificated in my videos that they might not buff the gun. That maybe that's, they, you know, that, uh, I was like, I feel like there's a problem with the goats up here. Look at them all, though. Mountain lion, wrecking everything. Come on, is there a boy in there? I know it's hard to tell which one the boys are. Look at them all. Man, yeah, it's definitely time to get a mountain goat hunt. Come on, mountain lion. I mean, again, the person that said it was going, or that I got the information from, that it was going to be a buff on the gun, making it stronger, is someone I trust. Uh, the one about the noise, changing it to the 270, is someone I do. Whatever. My point is, if they buff the gun, that's great. I would definitely probably take it because it's really the idea of it that I kind of fell in love with and paid the $75,000 for. And I'd like to be able to use it on maps. The other thing I heard, which again I'm not surprised, is going to be the raccoons are going to go to twos. I mean, I believe they were supposed to be twos from the get-go, so I don't know how that happened. Or that went down. But I know again that it's hard to kill a raccoon with a one. Because I put 2 rounds from the Hornet into a raccoon and it didn't die. So again, I hope that's true. Like I said, the ability to not have to bring the 243 and the long rifle, the 22 long rifle, which weighs 6 pounds, and just bring the 22 Hornet, which weighs, yeah, he's chasing up the, so he's down there somewhere. Heading that way, wrecking things, aren't you, buddy? Look at them. Now they're stuck in circles. And supposedly another thing that, I'm kind of, I feel like sometimes in a game you should leave a glitch, or, there's a glitch in the game where sometimes, and it doesn't happen often. If you play a lot, I guess it could start to feel like it happens, at least somewhat regularly. But in the hours and hours and hours I've gotten this game, it's maybe happened to me 20 times. I mean, I'm just picking a number, but that seems close. But yeah, there's a chance that when you shoot into, usually for me it's a crowd of deer, there's a chance the rest of them around will freeze. So you can spot them and it'll say they're fleeing. I thought you guys are supposed to be gone. These all look like females too. Girl Lake, y'all. There we go. There, buddy. Well, alright, how about you first? 4. Right. shoot the sheep. I didn't even bring. I got the Solican. Oh, I had him for just a second. Two. All right. But a bunch of other like just basic glitch fixes and there's a rumor there's going to be okay, so there's certain months where they release maps and February's not one, so the DLC rumors it's the main rumor I've heard it's going to be a gun pack, which might be nice, but I also think they're going to do something maybe with Apex or whatever, and they're going to have a bunch of cosmetics is what they're calling them, a bunch of skins. That might even be the DLC. I'm wondering anyway. I gotta find that mountain lion. Oh, I think they're supposed to be going off, but I thought they should have been gone already. I'm sorry, I'm just confused, trying to figure out. Here we go. I never did see that stupid lion. Anyway, I've also heard rumors of a gun pack DLC. The dogs would be cool, but again, it depends on what they do with them. If it's just another type of dog that does the same thing, seems like more of a cosmetic or personal choice. If they're, again, it's all rumors. So that's why I'm doing it. I love rumors. There's the thought that they're going to be retrievers, um, or maybe bird dogs. I don't know. I'm curious to see what we get. It's all girls. As far as the DLC is concerned, they're supposedly going to do some work on Mississippi, other than the rain as well. You're going to be able to have some fast travel points along the river, which is there they are. Oh, there's a boy, I think. Yeah, not too far away either. You might be getting shot, but yeah, that'll be helpful, I guess. I mean, it'll definitely be helpful, but. Because again, if you played the map, you know that it is kind of hard to get around and pick up your kills sometimes. Ooh, it was right on it for a second. Hooked a little low. Oh, he's dead. All right. Cool. But again, that'll be helpful. Now again, I don't really know. So they're going to fix the geese again. What that means, I don't. 100% no. Because again, I heard that they might be changing the mechanics on the geese, period. So, where they're not quite as easy to hunt. And the way they made it sound to me like it was going to be like, all right, so where you have your stands and stuff and where you do a lot of major goose hunting, it can get the geese shy. Now, I don't know if that's what's happening. That's the glitch. All I can tell you is what I've experienced. And what I've experienced is that sometimes you can shoot geese and sometimes you can't. And I didn't know or take note of where I was when this was happening, whether it was a particular part of the map where I had a lot of pressure from hunting geese. But I did note that while I was running around uh, the map, that there were places where sometimes geese just seemed to pop in. Did go to one of my setups and I was able to call in, even though there was pressure there, call in and get some geese to land. But for the most part, a lot of times I see geese just coming over in just a regular V formation, and you can't spot them and you can't shoot them. So I don't know if that was something they were trying to introduce to make the gun geese hunting a little more difficult. Because I mean, it's pretty easy, right? I mentioned you can make 70, 80 grand in like an afternoon. So, and then if you just reset the time, and you got your pressure pulled out right, and you do what you need to do, well, then I mean you can just really bang things out. And maybe they were trying to get it so you'd have to move your setup, which I kind of was irritated about, thinking about how to move all those geese and your whatever blind or whatever you got set up. But I didn't think that would be too bad. But then I heard it's just going back to the way it was. So I don't know if they were trying to fix it, or they were trying to change the mechanic and something went wrong, or if they did it and people just assumed it was broken and maybe I don't know. But like I said, they're doing something to the geese. Just like in theory, they're doing something with the ducks. So I'm gonna wait and see as far as that's concerned, uh, and find out what that's gonna be. Uh, I think they're really gonna be pushing these skins on people. I didn't get the. There we go. Wow. Look at that. Just a couple points away. You're a big feller. Might be bigger than the one I got already. Yeah, why not? Now, let me tell you what are some fixes I wish they were working on. I wish they were working on the ability for me to spot all my zones in stacked areas. Because right now, you really only have the ability to see one or two zones. And they said they fixed it, and they didn't. So why not fix the thing you said you were already going to fix that you did? So yes, you can see more than one zone now. In an area where the zones are stacked. However, that's it. You can only see two. Which I've mentioned, I appreciate. It certainly makes hunting a little easier. But I have places where I know I have 3, 4, and possibly 5 zones, and I only have the ability to see, and I'm going to say it again, 1 or 2. Now, the reason I want to make that distinction is that if you come into a zone and the animal has a long name, right? Southeastern Spanish ibex or whatever it is, because the name is so long, what it's going to do is push the times down into the second space for your zones. And it, since there's only 2 spaces, there it is, in the box that shows you your zones. So we have bighorn sheep here, mountain goat here, and here we have both, right? But because Southeastern Spanish ibex will take up all that space, it'll put the times down where it says mountain goat, and therefore you cannot see any more need zones. Sorry, buddy, you're in my wind. That's not happening. You, lady, you're getting shot. Came on here and messed up my hunt. But I would like to see that fixed. I absolutely cannot imagine that everyone else in the community also want to see that fixed. I mean, I don't. Again, I mentioned that, I don't know. I'm not a computer programmer at all. Right. So obviously, I don't know how hard it is to add some text into some boxes. But it sounds easy, right, to me. There it goes. So, take that for what you will. But another fix I would like to see right here. How about when the dogs, if there is a dog DLC, like I said, I'll just make a prediction. I think it's going to be a gun pack because maybe the dogs won't. I think they are going to do some more dogs, but I guess it would depend on if they're ready and if they work, right? So, but I'm wondering if it might be some other kind of thing where it's a gun pack or like a bunch of skins. Like I said, I didn't download Apex. I don't have a ghillie suit. I'm okay with that. You see me out here in Colorado with my Remy thing. I'm fine with it. Took care of that. And yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that I wouldn't ever get some some skins. I'd like some gun skins. That'd be kind of cool. But it's just not Peach's thing, or it's an afterthought. You know what I mean? It's not like anyway. But I do understand people loving it and running around in their ghillies, and they're all role playing it to their best, and I appreciate that. You guys have fun. Just look at them turkeys. All females. Yep. Hey, females pay good money for turkeys. They're getting out of there. But what do you mean they need to fix the dogs? Well, I'm gonna work on this too because I guess I'm gonna spend the. Can we lower some prices in this game? I mean, I've been pretty ticked after I paid $75,000 for a gun that doesn't do what I had hoped or thought it should do. But hey, whatever. But yeah, $46,000 for another dog, and I'm sitting here with 266 grand. I kind of just want to shoot one. They're just sitting there, looking all shootable. Well, you're a fat too. Yeah. But one of my perks is that my dog needs to stay close to me. And the reason I want it to do that is that A, it can warn me when animals are coming. Uh, and it just kind of helps, with the tracking and I guess scat finding and all that kind of stuff. But I think it also places the dog, and not just, but see, okay. The dog is always tracking right in front of me. It always passed right in front of me. He's right in front of me right now. If I was trying to sneak in and get down and move in on something, right, and take a bow shot, this is generally what I see, right? Or a few feet away. He just stops right there, right in front of you, or he wanders around right in front of you. Hello? Yeah. 252-yard heart shot. Double lung. Thank you, ma'am. But that I find really annoying. Basically, I've mentioned it many a time. What are you doing out here? Where are you going? What are you doing? You notice the dog's in front of me, right? Ooh. Oh, it moved. I think you got it in the guts. Oh, yeah, well, what are you going to do? It's going to kill a mountain goat real quick. Ma'am? Ooh, yeah. I'm surprised you were even able to run. But I would really appreciate that. Another thing, I think they need to get these dogs calmed down with their barking as far as like when you're trying to pick up an animal. Maybe when you go into the confirmed trophy screen. That's what they were there. The dog just stops barking because it gets really annoying. So what do we got? 200 yards, right that long. That's Solican, man. I love that gun. One of my favorite rifles, without a doubt. So I'd like to see that fixed. I don't know if it's just my maps are getting flooded. I say it can't because I've been hunting on maps where I don't hunt as much, and it just seems to be a ton of rares coming out. No matter where I'm at, and the series that I've usually been doing are in places that on maps that I haven't hunted as much, and I'm just getting a lot of rares. And I understand that when the map spawns, it spawns, and you get what you get in theory, right? But it just seems like, man, the maps. That's what I'm saying. Maps that are new to me. I'm getting piebalds. I'm getting albinos. I'm getting all kinds of stuff, and it just seems a little odd. All right, now I'm curious. So as you can see right here, that's what I was hoping. So we got mountain goat and mountain lion, right? And I just picked up bighorn sheep drink zone, and you can only see mountain goat and mountain lion. So that to me, when you've been playing as long as I have, and you have as many zones stacked on top of each other, you know, only having two isn't just it's just not helpful at all. It's not helpful. I'd like to see him work on the pheasant. I personally, one, it, for me, it's not very easy to hunt, and I also have issue with the fact that you have to basically run up to them and step on them, and even then they don't flush. Like you really, if I can kick the bird and kill it, or reach down and pick it up with my bare hands, then it sort of takes something out of the the immersion. That's one of my favorite YouTubers says it. Immersion. Out of the immersion, and it's just I don't know. It kills it for me. You know. So again, big props that they've given us a dog to flush up birds. I'd be really excited about that. That means I can get them up in front of me, and that's another problem that I have is that because when they flush right in front of me, and this is my fault, I know it. I aim straight up at the sky, and they, of course, fly and generally they seem to come. Also, that's another thing. They seem to always come directly, whatever direction you came at them. So the opposite way you're facing them. So if I ran up the old rascal here, yeah, he's gonna fly behind me. I'm gonna be pointing like at the sky, and then I got to turn around, get the sight back on it, and then it's just done. So not that I don't get them sometimes, especially with the shotgun, but yeah. So part of that is on pizza. Part of that, I think they need to get them birds. They need to flush up earlier, or give me the dog to do it. That's fine. I still think the alligator mechanic needs to be fixed because this whole drowning thing is stupid. I'm not. Here's what I think. I think that they did the alligators and it was broken, and they just decided that, oh, we'll say they drown. And even if that's not the case, I think it's stupid and I don't like it. And I also know that it is broken because I've shot multiple alligators that floated back up to the surface, were bobbing around, and then just disappeared. Or I shot and they just immediately disappeared. So, yeah. And I've noticed the animals are disappearing that fall in the water anyway. So if I shot a mountain goat from across the water, it fell in the water, it might sit there and float to me. It might disappear, and when I say disappear, I mean it's gone. I can't claim it. Or it might disappear for a little while, and then about halfway to where it should have floated, boom, it'll pop into view. So something's going on there, no matter what. All right, so am I excited about a bunch of bug fixes coming? Yeah, there's probably a whole bunch that I still haven't heard about and that I will look into, so maybe another video on that. And then expect at least one more video in my parquet series. But I really just think there's still a bunch of stuff that some major stuff, in my opinion, that needs to be addressed. Again, the 22 Hornet, if it's getting buffed, fantastic. If all they're doing is fixing the sound it makes, I could care less. I'm not going to carry that gun. It just doesn't work. And yeah, whatever the DLC is, it's not a new map. So I'm excited. I don't know. Like I said, I'm betting it's going to be some kind of cosmetics, like they're calling it, a bunch of skins, different outfits, maybe whatever. But that's not stuff that interests me. If it's a gun pack, cool. Mostly what I like the two people I talk to, they're like could be black powder or flintlocks or something like that. But who knows? I'd like to see a night vision one, a new night vision one. That would also be a nice DLC, but I don't think we're getting that either. But like I said, I don't have too much time today. I'm just doing a quick video. Wanted to spread some gossip and come see what kind of situation was going up here with my mountain goats. We'll see what they look like when I come back next time. Hopefully there's some males. If not, I might pop a few females and see if I can get some males in there. But who knows? But like I said, don't have too much time today. But I might not even get to make another video today, so that's why I just kind of wanted to pop out a quick gossip video and maybe shoot a mountain goat. So, but I got to take someone to the doctor, and I got to go. So if you caught this video, thanks. I appreciate it. If you catch it another time, thanks. I appreciate it. You guys have a good day, good hunting, and be good to each other.